right, bro. What's your name?
Andres.
Andres.
Yeah.
Andres, how old are you?
34.
34 years old. And what's your current situation?
Homeless.
Homeless. And how long have you been homeless?
About 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah.
And the whole 4 years in this area?
Yeah, in this area. Well, yeah, in this whole valley. Yeah, I usually migrate to different cities every so often.
Really?
Yeah.
And so where did you grow up?
Here? Yeah, I was born in Palm Springs.
Okay.
I grew up in 1,000 Palms.
Okay.
And from like 15 to 20 I was in Cathedral City, and then from like 20 to there I went from Palm Springs to Palm Desert, and then to here to Desert Hot Springs.
And did you grow up with your mom and dad?
I grew up with my dad.
Is your dad still in this town?
Yeah.
And do you have any brothers and sisters?
I do, yeah, but we're all scattered out.
And you guys are all scattered. Are they in the same situation that you're in, or?
No, they actually it's like we switched roles. Like at first I was the one doing good and they were doing bad, and then now it's like I took the ticket and I came out here, and now they're doing good.
Really?
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so, like, how was your childhood? Was it a good childhood?
Shit, for the most part, I mean, for what I can remember, it was, it wasn't horrible, but yeah, it was, your normal parents separate at an early age, and you're living with your dad, and we used to go to rodeos and everything, so we'd always be like, every so often, every weekend we'd go to a charreada, and we'd be doing that. And then during the week, we'd go clean corrals. So it was normal as it could be,
Yeah. And so then how did you end up homeless? Like, what led you to where you are now?
I was with the mother of my children, and from one day to the next, it just kind of started spiraling down. And I don't know, I gave up on the system. I gave up on the 9 to 5, I gave up on the waking up every morning, going to work, having to do all that. I just said, screw it.
Yeah.
To hell with it. Let's see where the wind takes me, and I had a car and everything and all that, and I don't know, being homeless kind of opened my eyes to a whole different side of the world, to a lot of stuff that people don't really think about, because I mean, we all got our own little worlds going on, every day. But yeah, living outside, being homeless or houseless is quite a journey. It's not an adventure, but it's a journey. It's an interesting journey.
And so, were you like fighting any addictions while you were living, like when you were with your girl and everything?
Yeah,
like that?
I think that kind of had some part to play, and then we just grew apart. We weren't connecting anymore. It was gonna end. She was already setting up everything so that I could leave, but she didn't tell me, so it was just like abrupt.
Oh.
Boom. Get out, and then put a restraining order on me and all this stuff, and then, so it was just like one big shot to the face.
And do you have any kids?
Yeah, I got kids. I got 5 daughters and 1 boy.
All with her?
Well, she had 3 daughters when I met her, but I treat them, I see them as my daughters too, But then we had 3 more, and right now I'm not really talking to them right now.
And they're still in this area too?
Yeah.
And do they know that you're like on the street?
For the most part, I mean, mine, they're young, so they don't really understand too much. They're just kind of like, where's dad, I guess,
And your ex knows that you're out here?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. She just she stays away. I hardly ever see her for being homeless in the same town. You'd think we'd run into each other, but no, we don't. I think I ran into her like once in like the 2-3 years that I've been homeless out here. So she's real good at driving around me, I guess.
Yeah. And have you seen your dad out here?
Yeah, he's tried to help, but I stay away from my family, because they see me out here, so then it hurts them more to see me like this.
Yeah.
So I just stay away, better left unsaid, out of sight, out of mind kind of thing.
So you said that when you were living with her, the drugs had a role in it. What kind of drugs?
Well,
were
it
you
was towards the end, I mean, I started to smoke, and you let those demons, just rush right in, and they play with you, and they prey on your weaknesses once they're inside, and by the end of it, you're all skinny and sucked up, and you turn into one kind of takes the driver's seat, and you're stuck in the back seat tied up, and you're just going along for the ride, watching through your eyes, so there's not really much you can do by then, you're just kind of tied up until, and don't get me wrong, they give you a chance to get free, but they're not going to make it easy, so like I said, being homeless, it's crazy. Being outside, it opens your senses a little bit more, because you're not inside. We're still, even though we're inside our homes, we're still outside. You know what I mean? But we're not outside to a certain extent because we're all closing in closer and closer onto our phones, onto the square box. Before it was a huge TV, a big box, and now we're looking on these little tiny squares like this. So we're, we practically want to jump into our phones and everything. I don't even have a phone. When I first started living outside, I sold my phone, and I haven't had one since. I haven't had it for like about 4 years. Yeah.
And so, living out here on the street, do you have any battles now still with addiction?
It's more by choice now. It's not. I don't see it as much of an addiction. I just see it more by my choice to reach a heightened state of mind, because I can still hold an intelligent conversation. I mean, drugs are really interesting topic to tap into, because it opens certain doors in your brain and your neuron receptors, and it heightens the senses that we're given and everything. And you see the unseen that's always around us every day, and I don't know. I don't do it to escape reality. I do it to embrace as much reality as I can, without going crazy. Right.
And what are you using now on the street?
I smoke. You gotta have some sense of a little nudge, because out here, especially in this weather, you can get real tired, and it'll drain you.
And so, how do you get by every day? Like, how do you get water and food and stuff?
I mean, I look for spots where I can drink water. The mains, you can turn them on real quick and spray your face with water and stuff. And people drive around too. They give us bags of food and water and all that. So that's really nice of them.
All right. So, in 6 months from now, where do you see yourself?
In 6 months from now, I don't even know where I'm gonna be in 5 minutes from now. I don't look that far ahead. I try to stay in the moment as best I can, because we all wanna get lost and chase the dragon, and and stay lost. I wanna be here as possible, as much as I can, Yeah, because at first I told myself I'm gonna get lost and I'm gonna stay lost, and I'll probably dig a hole somewhere, and it almost happened. It practically did, but then something woke me back up, and something said, no, you're not gonna go away that easy. You've been fine-tuning that body too long for you to just throw it away. You can't. We're not gonna let you do that. So I'm still here, so that's a good thing.
Yeah. So, all right. So if your kids one day see this, your ex, your dad, if they see this video, is there anything that you want to say to them? Anything you want them to know?
No, not that they already know. I just I'm all right, even though on the outside it looks kind of janky, a little off kilter, but off balance. But on the inside is what I'm fine tuning, in here, and in here, so that you can deal with whatever life is gonna throw at you, because it's gonna throw everything that it can, and that's what it's for. Because we didn't ask for this gift. We were just, it was a surprise. That's why it's a present, you know. A gift is always a surprise. So, you know, so I don't know, you know, I just I love them, and yeah, as long as they're okay, I'll be all right.
All right, man. Well, thank you for spending some time with me and giving me your story.
Yeah,
appreciate it, and I hope all the best for you, bro.
All right, thank you.
All right, man.
Uh-huh.